Hi guys, so this is going to be take 2 of this because I totally tried to record this earlier, or just a few minutes ago, and there was like all sorts of disruption. My dogs were driving me crazy, and my daughter was being really loud in her bedroom, and I just put her to bed, and she was in there singing, and she was singing super loud. I thought she was crying, so I had to go check on her and see what was going on, and then the dogs were trying to wrestle around, so I had to start over. So anyways, today is Friday, and you know what that means? Freaky Fridays. Now, I'm going to try, and I did do this for the Rake and for Slender Man. If possible, I'm going to try and make t-shirts for each Freaky Friday that I do. I did do a Blair Witch one too, I believe, and I also made a bag. They're on my store, which will be in the link in the description below. I will try to make shirts for almost every Freaky Friday that I do. Some of them, I cannot find a design for, so I haven't been able to make them. But I will try to do my best to get the ones that I can get. So this Freaky Fridays is going to be on Lake Erie Bay, Bessie. Bessie is a lake monster. Bessie is a name given to an alleged lake monster in Lake Erie, also known as South Bay Bessie. The first recorded sighting of Bessie occurred in 1793, and more sightings have occurred intermittently in greater frequency in the last 3 decades. Bessie is reported to be a snake-like and 9 to 12 meters, about 30 to 40 feet long, and at least a foot in diameter with grayish color. While shooting at ducks north of Sandusky, Ohio in 1793, the captain of the sloop Felicity startled a large creature, snake, described as more than a rod, 16.5 feet in length. And then July of 1817, the crew of the schooner reported a 30 to 40 foot long serpent, dark in color. Later that year, another boat crew spotted a similar animal, this time copper colored and 60 feet, 18 meters in length. This time they shot at it with muskets, which had no visible effect. Lay down, Panda. Also, my notebook is kind of wet, so I'm having a little issues reading this. So if I pause, that's why, because I'm trying to read my writing, because my notebook got wet and some of the pen smudged. A third 1817 incident took place near Toledo when French settlers, 2 brothers named Dessous, encountered a huge monster on the beach writhing in what they took to be its death throes. The brothers described it as between 20 and 30 feet, 6.1 meters to 9.1 meters in length, and shaped like a large sturgeon, except it had arms. The panicked brothers fled the scene, and when they returned later, the creature had disappeared, presumably carried off by waves after its death. All that was left of its presence were marks on the beach and a number of silver scales about the size of silver dollars. So about, if you know what a silver dollar is, about that big. An extraordinary sighting took place by an entire crew of a ship bound from Buffalo, New York, to Toledo, Ohio in July 1892, which was carried by local newspapers. The crew, including captain, saw a large area of water about 0.5 miles, which is 0.8 kilometers, ahead of them, turned up and foaming. As they approached, they saw a huge sea serpent, as they called it, that appeared to be wrestling about in the waters, as if fighting with an unseen foe. They observed that the creature relaxed itself and stretched out full length, estimated at 50 feet, 15 meters long, and 4 feet, 1.2 meters in circumference, with its head sticking up above the water. An additional 4 feet, 1.2 meters. The brownish creature's eyes were described as viciously sparkling, and large fins were also noted. Crystal Beach near Fort Erie was the scene of another sighting on May 5th, 1896. This time there were 4 eyewitnesses who watched for 45 minutes as a 30-foot, 9.1-meter creature with a dog-shaped head and pointed tail churned up the water as it swam about until finally disappearing before nightfall. There were some sightings of the alleged monster in 1969, in the 1980s, and in 1993. An original $5,000 reward, later up to a $100,000 reward, has been offered by Thomas Solberg of Huron Lagoons Marine for capture of Bessie. In popular culture, a tribute to Bessie was Lemmy, Lake Erie monster, a wood and plastic sculpture of a serpentine creature placed in Huron River, just north of Ohio Route 2, near Huron in 1994, that could be seen by drivers on the nearby expressway bridge. The current minor league hockey team representing Cleveland, the Lake Erie Monsters, AHL affiliated to the NHL's Colorado Avalanche, was named after Bessie. There is a band named Southbay Bessie as a tribute to the beast. Great Lakes Brewing Company makes a seasonal beer called the Lake Erie Monster with a bottle depicting Bessie. A local horror anthology comic book both takes its name from the monster while also featuring an interpretation of a creature in its first multi-issue. Can't read my writing because it's smudged. And that is all for the South Bay Bessie. Now, this is something I've heard about before. I've also heard of it maybe called, I think there's another one that's called the Loch Ness Monster, but I believe that's in a different area. So they call this one South Bay Bessie because she's in Lake Erie. Now, why they call her Bessie, I don't know if it's a female or a male. There's a Loch Ness Monster too, so hold on, I think my dog is looking first. Just making sure. So yes, that is this week's Freaky Fridays, and I believe did I do research on the next one? No, I did not yet. No, I did not. I did get asked to do another challenge though, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that one because it's a no hands makeup challenge, and due to my back I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it because it involves using no hands, which means I would have to use like probably my feet or that to do my makeup, and I don't think that's going to work for me because I can't get my feet up in that kind of a position because of my back. It actually would maybe be more painful because they said it might be less painful to do it, but I really think it would be actually more painful for me to do. But I believe I'm running out of Freaky Fridays ideas. Let me see what I got. I have Amityville Horror and Rougarou. So I think the next one I'm going to be doing is Amityville Horror. If I can find anything on it, I will. Or I will be trying to do Rougarou. And if you guys have any more ideas, or if I happen to see something, I will let you guys know what the next Freaky Fridays are. And if you guys have any ideas, just totally send me that idea and hashtag it Freaky Fridays, and I will find it and we'll totally do it. I will totally look up the research and do it for you guys. And that is going to be the conclusion of this week's Freaky Fridays. And I actually did try to find a picture to put on a shirt for South Bay Bessie, but unfortunately there wasn't any on the the things. And I don't know if I can take them offline because I think those are kind of like copyrighted images. So I don't think I can put them on a shirt and sell them because I just don't know if I can do that. I don't. So I'm not sure if that's allowed. Like, I know I can put them in videos, but I don't know if I can put them on shirts and sell them because without the owner's permission, I'm not sure. But yeah, so I did try to find a shirt for the South Bay Bessie, but I did not. But I do have Rake shirts and Blair Witch and the Rake. I have 3 Freaky Friday shirts, and then I have, I believe, some Halloween themed shirts, some Pokemon themed shirts, some support shirts for fibromyalgia and rheumatoid arthritis and lupus. I also have some other shirts on there. So, definitely check it out. If you want any shirts, they're in the description below. Yeah. So, I'm gonna go for now, guys, and I will talk to you lovely soon. And I'm still not sure about Silly Saturdays for tomorrow, but I will let you guys know as soon as I know for sure of whether or not we are doing it. I'll let you know as soon as we know. I have to talk to Cookie more about it, so I'm not sure. But we're trying to make some plans to get together tomorrow to do some stuff and have fun time, Cookie emo time, because we both need it, because it's been just a bad week for both of us. So we're trying. But, yeah. I will talk to you lovely soon. Love you. And you guys stay safe. And if you catch catch South Bay Bessie, totally, like, let me know and show me some of the money. Show me some of that reward money. I would like to catch that South Bay Bessie. I could use $100,000. That would be great. To have $100,000 for catching a beastie. I don't know how you would catch it, though. It seems like it would be really big. Yeah. But, alright. Peace out, homies. And I will see you guys next time.